Let this sink in into your brain. Liverpool, the great Liverpool Football Club, just dropped points against Tottenham Hotspur, who is in a relegation battle, whose form has been wretched the last maybe the entire 2026. Tottenham are winless in 6 games. It's horrible. I think the last 12 games in the Premier League, Tottenham haven't won a game. And Liverpool were weird, weird performance. It's like there's a disconnect between the fans, the playing squad, and the manager. Like I don't know what exactly they're trying to do. Their execution this season has been poor. They create moments, they create good counter attack. They do nice things in the game, but when it comes to applying the finishing touch in both boxes, because what has been Liverpool's biggest problem this season, if you really want to break it down, is the efficiency that Salah brought into that team in the last 8 years. 8 years is insane. We're talking about a Premier League all-timer, somebody who is absolutely efficient in the box. Takes chances, he creates chances, but his numbers has vastly reduced this season, which means some other players need to take on that weight. It's one of the reasons why when people give Hugo Ekitike a lot of praise, I think his execution is poor. Am I the only one seeing these games? I see Ekitike, I call him the flitter. He's always flirting. The skills look good, the turning, but the closer he gets to the box, the worse his execution gets. And it's not just scoring goals, it's knowing the right pass to make. At 1-1 towards the end of the game, like release the ball quickly. There was two people left and right. He took the ball. He kept on reducing the space, reducing the space. By the time he released the ball, the chance was gone. The ball came back to him. He went on a swivel. It's that on either side. He hit it straight towards the Tottenham defender. I'm not sure if it was Dragusin that blocked the shot. But let's look at some stats. Liverpool possession, they had 64% possession to Spurs 36 possession. 30% possession. They didn't do a lot with it. They didn't create a lot of chances with it. Salah came on, he tried to change the game. Rio Gomora had some chances in the first half that he didn't take. This Gakpo experiment is poor as a left winger, is poor as a centre forward. It's just strange. Like, what is the objective? Is it Arne Slot that is not getting the best out of this team? I don't know. They're making the Champions League now is in jeopardy. I, I think between one of Liverpool, Aston Villa, or Chelsea is going to miss out. I think Manchester United are safe. Top three is going to be Arsenal, Manchester City, and Manchester United. Those remaining two spots, I don't know. Could be Liverpool, could be Aston Villa, could be Chelsea. It's These three teams are woefully inconsistent. Liverpool more consistent than those other two, but just by looking at the way today's game went, it's poor, guys. It's absolutely poor. Like the execution, the confidence. Even Van Dijk he clears the ball, he doesn't clear it well. It's strange. I don't know how to explain how bad they've been this season. There's no explanation with the level of players in their squad, but also there's a lot of imbalance. Like, why does Dominic Szoboszlai have to play majority of the season as a fullback? It's poor squad planning. You bought in Frimpong, which you profile as somebody who can play as a winger and as a right back. He's not a good player. Like he's in the category of the Anthony Elanga. These players that their leg is faster than their brain. If I have to not say it in a mild way, like can only do one thing: go to the byline, run, cut, cross. Go to the byline, run, cut, cross. I like. What does it do? What does Frimpong give when there's you play in the Liverpool side that there's barely any space because most teams obviously are going to play low block against you, right? But is your execution in transition good? You can have all the pace in the world. Are you able to execute in the moments that you need to deliver, right? People, when they're looking at players, I go back to Ekitike. Salah, right? He's had all the issues this season. I think he's probably going to leave the team. But Ekitike, it seems to be the future. this is the future. I know he's 23 years old or so, 24 years old, but his execution is poor, right? Liverpool has been winning a lot of games and getting a lot of draws due to the brilliance from the set pieces, the same set pieces that Arne Slot despises. He hates it. If you hate it so much, why did you fire your first team set piece coach and get somebody else in, right? You're giving mixed messages. If football is not played one way, you lean into it. You can change. You lean into it this season. Then in the summer, maybe when you have the opportunity to tinker with the squad and get better players in, or get better players that can execute better, right? Because some of these players are good. Florian Wirtz, like £100 million footballer. Alexander Isak, okay, he's been injured, but even when he has played, he's been poor. Wirtz has been poor. None of the signings have turned up, right? Some have been injured, but none of them have really showed the reason that they are supposed to be a Liverpool Football Club. Like, let's talk about the game management. The game management was poor. Liverpool slowed down the game. As the game wore on, the fans started getting more tense. The players started getting more tense. You start seeing a lot of clearance. It was a basketball game. Boo, 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 boo. That was what we were just seeing throughout the last 20 minutes of the game. Then maybe the last 10 minutes, Liverpool were actually able to slow it down. McAllister got a little bit on the ball, tried to slow down the game, control the game, but there was no sustained pressure. There was no 1 minute, 2 minute period where they had a stranglehold on the game. It's Tottenham. They are poor. They're abject. They're terrible. But the one thing I can credit Tottenham for today is they showed some fight. They showed some energy. But Liverpool have relied so much on moments of magic this, which is good. They did that last season with Salah too, but now it's just Szoboszlai. And I don't want this to come out as a negative. When Dominic Szoboszlai is your best player, shows the level of your team. Maybe Szoboszlai is different this season, but I'm still not convinced that he's that upper echelon of a footballer. I think he's a very good player. I think he is capable, he's decent, his ball striking skills are incredible. He's one of the best in the business, probably in the Premier League. But his decision making, some other side of his game leaves a lot to be desired. Liverpool lacked killer instinct in the box. We've said that multiple times. The minimal impact, I'm looking at my notes, their confidence is fragile. Ekitike, you guys, the Liverpool fans, you need to have a conversation. I know like 3, 4 months ago, people were telling me it's the signing of the summer is so incredible. I'm like, every time I watch you, bro, you're flirting. You're constantly flirting. You don't know when to release the ball. For somebody who is that skilled, you don't know when to shoot sometimes, right? But he looks like a player who is going to be an incredible player. But the level of hype around him is not at the level of his execution. That is what I'm going to say. Um, and the defensive lapses, right? I don't know why Konate didn't play today. I'm not too tuning into the reason why he didn't play, but Joe Gomez was quite decent in today's game. But the lapses in concentration was there. Loose balls in midfield from McAllister sometimes. Dribbles like sometimes finds himself going into the midfield when he's not supposed to be there. And for a team chases Champions League, the basic stuff defensively, Liverpool found it difficult to do. I don't know. If you're a Liverpool fan, I would like to engage you guys. Comment in the section. Let me understand how you guys feel. What do you think? Do you think you're still gonna make the Champions League? Do you think your season is gonna go to rubbish? Because at this point, do you even think you're gonna come back against Galatasaray playing like this with the intensity of the Champions League and the fact that there's pressure in Anfield? The fans are not pushing the team, essentially. They're not because they are tense. This is something that me as an Arsenal fan we've experienced throughout our time at the Emirates Stadium in the sense that the closer it seems you're trying to get to the objective, the more tense the fans are. And the fans, you start hearing this sound like they're grumbling. They're not pushing the team. They're screaming. When you listen on the TV, you can hear them screaming at the players, go, push, run, shoot, and all these things. And these things typically have a negative impact on the team. If you've been with me throughout this video, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the content, and thank you for having me. Liverpool, horrible guys. Bad, bad, bad day.